Hello guys, it's Shmaila here again with IAL Unit 1, Topic 1B, Checkpoint questions. Kindly subscribe my channel first. Okay, let's discuss the answer for those two checkpoint questions. So, look here. They give us this question to write down a chemical equation. So, they give us the formula of sodium thiosulfate, Na2S2O3. So, let's try to write down the equation for this one. So we will try to write down the first reactant Na2S2O3. They said solution, so it's mean that it's in aqueous state. Okay, it react with dilute acid, hydrochloric acid, and we know that all the acid are soluble in water, so it's also aqueous. And they both are going to react to give you a product. So we will draw the arrow sign, and now we will write down the product. They said that product is sulfur, and they said the sulfur is in the form of a precipitate. It means that it's solid, it's not soluble. So we will write down the sulfur, and in the tiny bracket we will write down S, means solid. Okay, the next product is, they said it's a gas, which is sulfur dioxide. So sulfur dioxide mean two oxygen attached with it, and it's in the gaseous stage. Okay, that's the second product. Now the third one is a solution, mean it's in aqueous state and it's sodium chloride. So we will write down the third product, NaCl, and it's aqueous, like that. Okay. So we will write down the equation. We done it. Okay, we write down the physical state of all the reactant. Okay, we are done with the first question. Let's move on the second question. In the second question, they are told us to write down an ionic equation. So let's try to write down the equation first. Ammonium sulfate. So it's ammonium and sulfate has -2 charge. So we have two ammonium ions. IUM basically represent a nitrogen that going to make 4 bond. Okay. I mean, obviously 4 bond with hydrogen. So NH4 plus 1. We are going to attach two ammonium ions with this thing, plus sodium hydroxide, NaOH. Okay, they both are warmed together and give you the product. The product is sodium sulfate. It's going to be Na2SO4. Again, the same rule is applied here. SO4 has -2 charge, so we will attach two sodium ion with it, plus water. And the next thing is ammonia gas. They use the word gas, so it's ammonia, not ammonium. So we'll write down NH3. So the first thing is we need to balance the chemical equation. So how we will balance the chemical equation? Let's balance the sodium first. So now we write down the coefficient 2. Sodium is balanced, 2 sodium here, 2 sodium here. Now we will look at the sulfur, one sulfur, one sulfur. Okay, we will look at the nitrogen, two nitrogen here, and there is one nitrogen here, so we will put the two here. Okay, now the oxygen one, 4 and 1, 5, so this is also 5. Okay, hydrogen, 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10, 3 times 2 is 6, and 2 is going to be 6 plus 2 is going to be 8, so we will put 2 here. My bad, I didn't check the oxygen. So 4 plus 2, it's 6 oxygen. 4 plus 2, 6 oxygen. Now the equation is balanced. So we will write down the ions, mean the ionic equation first. This is aqueous, this is aqueous. Okay, this is aqueous because in the question they write down the word solution. Water is always in the form of liquid. Ammonia is a gas. Okay, remember the rules. You write down ions of the aqueous things. So ammonia is NH4. Okay, one ammonia carry +1 charge and there is two ammonia. So you will write down 2 here. Then one sulfate SO4 -2. Then 2 sodium ion. Okay, each one of them carry +1 charge. 2 OH ion. Okay, we're done with the reactant. Now let's move on the product side. Okay, so the product is sodium sulfate. So 2 sodium plus sulfate. Okay, plus to water molecule. Remember, water is a liquid and you are not going to break it down into its respective ions, and not for the ammonia because it's a gas. Now, what you need to do, you need to cut down the spectator ions. But what is meant by spectator ions? Those things that are same on both sides, identical basically. That's the accurate word. So, what two things are same on both sides? Sodium, and this is also sodium. Quantity is same, charge is same, so you will cut them down. Okay, sulfate and this sulfate, they both are same with same charge. Okay, what else is left? Ammonia is left. You will write down the ammonia as it is. Okay, two hydroxide ion are left. What you will get? You will get two water molecule. Write down the remaining product and two amines. Sorry, ammonia gas. Okay, this is your final equation. Remember, if you need to write down the physical state with the ions, it's always aqueous. Okay, and water is a liquid, so just write down L with this thing and G with the ammonia. Okay, we are done. So this is the last step, and this is your simplest ionic equation for the question number 2. We are done here. Thank you guys. Subscribe my channel.